Welcome back to Nick Lenz's Comic Corner, Classic Less Non-Classic. This episode number 2633 and Doubleshot number 26, 25, 27. I got two DC trades. The first one has been odd. I'm discussing this one, but here we go. We have Aquaman, The Legend of Aquaman, which collects the Aquaman Special and Aquaman Volume 3. You're thinking, wait, Volume 3? The entire thing? How long was it? 5 issues. Yeah, it was actually 1 issue longer than the previous volume. I always got to see Volume 2 at some point, but here's Volume... Now, Volume 3 is this. So, the special is pretty much like a retelling of Aquaman's origin story. Like, it's a new version of it. I think it's like a post-crisis one. Because, like, there's a little bit of, like, Thomas Curry possibly dying, and then eventually he's brought to Atlantis. And also we see people who dress like Aquaman for reasons. By the way, the book is written by Keith Giffen. Yeah, he does the writing here. And the layout. Yes, he's the plot and layout artist. The script writer is Robert Lauren Fleming. The artwork is the awesome Kurt Swan. And the cover artist for the trade is Kurt Swan, Al Vree, and Mike Zahler. Of course, special is known as the Legend of Aquaman. And you might notice, new format. Yeah, that was something DC did post-crisis. Yeah, all released in 1989. Which, been, I think this year, marked 35 years since this book came out. So, basically it's like, Aquaman's born. Apparently in this one, he's not like, he is found by Arthur Curry, and then he's adopted by him when he's like a teenager, and raises him. By the way, some servers he's butt naked, and he's like this a lot of the time. Eventually he's taught a lot of stuff, and eventually he gets like his own underwear and like taught how to cook. And then apparently he dies. Yes, Arthur Curry dies. Thomas Curry. So then eventually he swims around for a bit. Then then basically eats some food. He basically steals. He swims in the water and finds Atlantis. And then he's brought to Atlantis by police for some reason, and then he's put into basically. Now here's the strange thing though. Now this is Aquaman. You've been thinking, who are these guys? These are Atlanteans who wear the same exact outfit for reasons unexplained here. So, yeah, he meets Venko, who apparently, Arthur finds out that he is basically not only Atlantean, but he's also royalty. Yep, so we see his like rise to power, him becoming king, and apparently the king basically becomes king, and then we see him mentioned in the Justice League, which apparently this lineup is it's not the lineup. Yeah, for some reason Keith made this the founding lineup of the Justice League. Hal Jordan, Barry Allen, himself, Martian Manhunter, and Black Canary. This is not the lineup. For some reason, DC had tried to push this for years, that this was the founding lineup, just like these 4 people. Despite the fact that Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman, along with 4 of these people, founded the Justice League. For some reason, they included Black Canary as part of that. Someone was explored in JLA Year 1. And then, of course, eventually the real, true origin story of Justice League is restored. And mention of Arthur's son, who dies. And then we go to 5 Issue Media, which I love these covers here. Yeah. So, mostly put, here's what happens here. So, some time has passed by, and eventually, so apparently Atlantis, these outposts have been destroyed, and there's also the place has been conquered. Yes, Atlantis has been conquered by these other people, so he's put into a political prison because he's the king of Atlantis. By the way, I should point out that in this whole miniseries, we have the beautiful Mira, who is Aquaman's wife, who is mourning over the death of her son. She's still doing it. But here's the thing about it when it comes to this book. Now, you might be thinking, okay, it's Aquaman. Is Black Manta here? Nope. Ocean Master. Nope, not here. Yeah, this whole miniseries is all focused Atlantis. Yeah, there's no Justice League here. Garth doesn't show up in the miniseries at all. So, yeah, it's these mysterious invaders who basically conquer Atlantis. Yeah, they might be like another. And they basically, and of course, he overthrows the people, and eventually Mira escapes from her prison and gets a fight with Aquaman because her son is dead. So basically, they blame him for it, and fighting her, and it kind of basically like it's basically a pathway victory. It's a hollow victory because like, oh yeah, they won. Basically, everything's restored except Mira's dead. Well, you think she's dead, and the very next issue, oh yeah, she's actually alive and well, and then she gets out of her coffin, and then she's not seen again for the rest of it. She only after she's not seen again in the final issue. So basically, they want to like this general in frontal assault, like lost your mind. This general is a complete idiot. So, and then the final issue was by the way, the final issue's cover is the cover of the trade here. So, yeah. So the miniseries ends basically with these people who did conquer Atlantis, and everything is pretty much restored, ish, by the end of the miniseries, and it takes place over a short period of time. So Aquaman goes out, and well, he's become Aquaman. It's a pretty good miniseries. I like the story for it. It's just that it doesn't feel like Aquaman. Well, when I think of Aquaman, anyways. I would give this book roughly a 9 out of 10. So, yeah, that's an actual volume done for Aquaman. I still got a little bit left to go for Volume 1. And there's Volume 2, Volume 4, and Volume 5, and Volume 6. Fun fact, Volume 6 is going to be done probably in the next Comic Corner. I'm going to start anyways. Alright, next up we have is The Dark Knights of Steel, Volume 2, which collected issue 7 to 12 of the series. Oh, well, I think it's 7 to 12, isn't it? It is, 7 to 12, along with Dark Knights Steel, Tales from the Three Kingdoms. Yep. Written by Tom Taylor, Art, Jay Kristoff, and C.S. probably written the other stuff. Artwork by Yasmin Pruitt, Nathan Goulden, Casper Wanenjar, Sean Kaliski, and Michael Banden. The cover art, this is Dan Moria's artwork. Yes, the awesome Dan Moria, who is probably by far DC's current premier artist, who, like, he's probably by far, like, the main reason why the books like Shazam and Batman Superman's Finest are selling like hotcakes, because people love his artwork. Yeah, and the thing is, like, Wonder Book he does covers for. So, in this particular book, they basically wrap the story up here. Also, Waller acts like Waller because, like, also we find out that Alfred is not actually Alfred. It turns out Alfred's miniseries will be John Jones, the Martian Manhunter. Yes, and that's what Waller did when she killed Deadshot, and blame him for basically being a traitor, despite the fact she's the actual traitor. Yeah, that plot is never resolved before the series wraps up. One of the biggest things is that we find out that Superman and Batman are brothers. Yep, we found that out here. The fact that Cassie Cain's here, she's one of the Robins. And of course, also, Hippolyta is killed by Supergirl. Yes. And Wonder Woman's going on vengeful rage. And she refuses to be called Your Majesty, despite the fact she is the queen, because, well, Hippolyta's dead. They do wrap the series up a nice little bow, having, like, what looks like to be the formation of the Justice League, which is comprised of, in this continuity, of Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman. If I can find it here. It's like Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman, Harley Quinn, Poison Ivy, and like various people. They form the League. So, Tales of Three Kingdoms is most focused on Damian, who's basically, this is presumably Damian, and they mention that Talia al Ghul is here. They don't mention if Talia is basically the mother of his kid, but just... So, we also find out that Oliver, in this book, now, for some reason, Black Canary, where she's drawn this book, it's like, did the artist forget the fact that this is supposed to be medieval Diana? Because for some strange reason, I'm not really sure why this is. Let's make a picture here for her. So, they draw her like her regular in-universe counterpart. Yeah, I'm not really sure of why, but that's kind of how it is here. Like, here she is right here. Yeah, that's Black Canary in this continuity. And like, you look at the costume like, that's regular continuity Diana. Why in the world was she dressed like this? So, Oliver can't find a bow, so he uses a crossbow. Yeah, but this miniseries is just pure fun. I loved it. I gave this book a 9 out of 10. Now, in the Tales of the Kingdoms, there's one story where David gets trained by this world's version of Bane, and after training is completed, Bane is thrown into the pit. Because he got useless. I'm like, why, David? Why would you throw your own mentor in a dungeon? I don't get it. But just a damn good limited series. Yes, and of course, it's basically the period of time that's coming from like 2020 to 2023. It's like, this is the period of time where in the last few years, it's like, we gotta have like 12 Batman titles published every month. Along with, this is alongside with Batman, Detective Comics, Nightwing. Let's see, what other books was there? There is, of course, Batman Legends. That was ongoing. That's just concluded. Let's see. There was the Robin book, Joker. You had all these ongoing series, which are fine. I love the ongoing series, but good God. DC they just basically overbloated the limited series thing. Because Batman had way too much. He had more than freaking Superman. Do you know how many Superman's had in the last few years? He's had like 3 or 4. Batman's had like 30 of these things. And some of them published under the Black imprint. Yes. But this series was good. Yeah, and like every time when DC releases a series, it's like, okay, if you leave a series, fine. Like, some of them are basically 10 issues. Like, do we really need a Batman Limited series lasting 10 issues? Not necessarily. This series is fine being 12 issues. I have no problem with that because the story is good. It will fit it. I'm surprised they make this into an ongoing because of how really good it was. Yeah. It's just a really fun book. And I do recommend people fans of Batman, of Superman, because he gets a really good spotlight here. It just, despite I think it's kind of a Batman title, it's more like a medieval DC Universe title, because a lot of the characters featured here. Oh, in case you're curious though, do they depict Harley Quinn and Ivy as a lesbian couple in this book? Not really per se. Oh, and Harley? She's actually wearing a Jester outfit. Not like her pre-Flashpoint attire people love so much that people have begged DC put that costume back on her. Here it's basically a court Jester outfit because that's kind of what she is, and she's like close friends with Ivy. And of course, when they have this like little meeting of all the queens, she of course requests to be there because she's kind of a queen because she runs the force, obviously. But yeah, really good book. Okay, so that's pretty much a particular video. We'll do another video, but I got to stream to you in a few minutes. So until see you in the next video later, which will be so please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn notifications, and do not hit that like button. Okay, next video. Bye.